Looks like the plot thickens when it comes to the saga of Laith Marouf, the man who has a history of making racist, anti-Semitic, bigoted remarks on social media, who was given a lot of grant money by the federal government to run anti-racism workshops. What on earth is going on here, where the person who you're hiring, you're deferring to as the authority to teach people, especially the media, about anti-racism, is himself apparently someone who makes a lot of anti-racist remarks, perhaps the person who's in most need of his own workshops. Laith Marouf, he's the guy who heads up Community Media Advocacy Center, which people say is basically him and his wife running this operation, two-person operation, the Trudeau Liberal government giving them a lot of funding, and oh boy, does the government have a lot of egg on its face. They're trying to kind of spin their way out of it, say they're going to be looking at all grants now, but people still wondering how was it that this was able to persist for so long, and apparently other people who are favored by the government somewhat involved in all of this. Blacklock's reporter putting out that Ottawa professor, Professor Karim is the gentleman's name, he was participating in one of these workshops, making remarks alongside the Community Media Advocacy Center, talking about questions about how the media is furthering racist issues and so on. And this guy is actually a cabinet advisor who's telling the government how they should be spending and dealing with that $600 million media subsidy fund. So you've got someone who's somewhat in sync involved with Laith Marouf's organization, who is now doing other things with the federal government. And one's got to wonder what's going on here with these connections. Laith Marouf seems like hopefully an outlier in terms of the fact that you're paying a person who's making racist remarks to supposedly be the authority on not being racist. This is a problem. One should hope that other authoritative voices would not get involved with this gentleman. We got a problem here. I don't want to be involved in workshops with him. And yet someone else favored by the federal government, Professor Karim, associating with Laith Marouf's organization. So I guess the question still is we look at these different grants and we look at this anti-racism sector, industry line of work, whatever you want to call it, is to what degree is Laith Marouf an outlier here? Or to what degree do we have a broader problem where why are we not kind of rooting out these individuals more? And concerns about a lot of the things going on in these workshops not being what people traditionally think of as anti-racism in terms of let's be respectful and tolerant of each other, but these really kind of furthering these aggressive and these not bringing people together, not inclusive ideas, going on about white fragility and how everyone around you is a problematic person, really getting people at loggerheads with each other as opposed to being inclusive and unifying people. And what's really going on? And I think that's a question a lot of people are asking right now as they call for reviews of this sort of stuff, which the government is doing, but let's hope that their reviews put them towards a way that moves to inclusion, not more people like Laith Marouf.